Hi guys, and that's watching our weather update on June 29th, 2023. So we're starting off with our satellite imagery from wind.com. And we can see that this evening we've got a high cloud pushing in from the west ahead of a warm front pushing off the Atlantic. As you can see from this big, massive cloud, it's a big area of low pressure and it's embedded fronts coming in tomorrow to affect us. The radar is looking at this. So we have some severe storms across like eastern Spain up into France. But for us, you can sort of see the start of a few drips and drabs of rain into like Donegal, Sligo, Mayo, and off the south coast. If we go to met.ie's website, like here, if we load up, we may see a better rain is actually getting quite widespread into Kerry and into Cork now. Also those pieces of rain in Ulster right now. And this will gradually just push eastwards tonight, so quite a damp night in store. This is the high-res UKV forecast for the next 5 days. I can see that with that rain and drizzle pushing into the west tonight, pushing slowly eastwards, a more persistent spell of rain pushing into the west around midnight. It will fragment as it goes eastwards, but still a damp night in all areas. Nonetheless, with some rain in all areas, it expected. Tomorrow we've got a drab day, quite gloomy, with spells of rain, most frequent across the west and north, and there could be some quite heavy bursts there for a time across the southwest in the morning. Into the afternoon, the rain eases off somewhat, but stays quite frequent across the northwest. Across the east, east and southeast, it dries up a bit. Into Friday night and Saturday, we see skies clearing from the west as some drier air comes in across from the northwest. And Saturday is quite a dry day with cloud and sunshine, with a few showers across the north. Into Sunday, we see Saturday night is quite dry and fair with a few clouds around, quite chilly as well. Sunday has more widespread showers, most frequent and heaviest over the north, but all areas at risk of a shower on Sunday, it seems. And into Monday, Sunday and Monday, showers are frequent across the west and north. And Monday, showers form quite widely, with some more persistent rain across the northwest and north. And that will gradually push southwards across Monday night. And on Tuesday, that fragments and clears southeastwards and leaves convection with showers. Temperature forecast from UKV is like this. So today, high teens quite widely, quite a cool day compared to recent days today. Tonight it will be quite mild, so around 13 degrees quite widely. Tomorrow we'll see highs of around tomorrow will actually be cooler than today, only making it to around like 18 degrees across the far south. Elsewhere across the Midlands and East, around 16 to 17, and across the west and north around 15 or 14. Tomorrow night will be a bit cooler than tonight's, with temperatures dropping close towards 12 degrees or 13 degrees in some areas, holding up across parts of the southeast. Into Saturday morning and afternoon, temperatures rise towards 20 degrees across the southeast and south and east. Across the southwest, Midlands, and northeast, temperatures getting towards the high teens, and across the northwest towards the low to mid teens. Into Saturday evening and Saturday nights, things get quite chilly across the east and the northeast, with temperatures dropping down, and the south, with temperatures dropping towards the single figures. Elsewhere towards 10 or 11 degrees. Sunday itself sees temperatures scraping 20 degrees over the southeast, high teens across the Midlands, east and the southwest, and low teens over the north. Into Sunday nights, we see values dropping really quite chilly. It'll be quite cold even on Sunday night, with temperatures dropping as low as 7 degrees in some areas of the east over higher ground, and further west, just managing to hold above 10 degrees further west, with an onshore wind, and a bit more cloud and showers. Monday itself is quite cool, maxing about only about 18 at best, I think, in Cork. Elsewhere, only around 17 or 16 across this sort of region and across the western north. Some areas in Donegal barely managing to get into the teens. Some staying at 12 degrees, not even in the teens. Into the early hours of Tuesday morning, quite chilly. Not as chilly as Sunday night, but chilly across the south and north. I think that in the Midlands we'll have that front dying out, decaying. So that will hold temps up. And it's a Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures just get to 19 across the southeast coast. Leinster, East Connacht and Munster around the high teens. Ulster low teens. Now this is the GFS run. So you can see that today we've got that west to northwesterly winds off the Atlantic, with the front pushing into nights. That little Kinkin bars showing the front. Into Friday tomorrow, winds in from the west and northwest with a few pieces of showery rain. Saturday is quite a dry day, despite low pressure being close to us, with any showers being focused across the north. I would have thought that showers may be more widespread than forecasted on Saturday, simply because of how close low pressure actually is. It's only across Scotland and Shetland and that sort of area towards Norway, and the wind is coming in from the Atlantic. So I'm surprised that Saturday is actually supposed to be a dry day for anywhere that isn't Ulster, that isn't in Ulster or North Connacht. Going to Sunday, that low pressure moves further eastwards into Norway and Sweden, Denmark, Scandinavia, and we pull the wind in from a more northwesterly direction from Iceland. So it'll cool down a bit, and showers will probably get more widespread. And into Monday, that low pressure sort of extends a trough southwards towards Scotland, so that will intensify any shower risks and possibly bring some longer spells of rain at times as well. Into Tuesday, winds go northerly, and they stay northerly, or actually back towards the northwest on Wednesday and Thursday, westerly on Thursday and Friday. But all the while, low pressure will continue to dominate, bring showers or spells of rain, and because we're in July, strong sunshine, the tropopause, which is the height of the the end of the troposphere, where the anvils are forced to spread out from the cumulonimbus clouds. Since those are higher, it means that the showers can get more beefy and can be more intense, and the heat can possibly cause thunderstorms. So that may be a slight hazard with this area of low pressure. Similar to how it was on Sunday, not that warm, low pressure, winds from the Atlantic, but we saw some big thunderstorms across parts of the country, especially the east. Going into Sunday, Saturday, July 8th, Sunday, July 9th, and Monday, July 10th, that low pressure towards Faroe Islands and Scotland really blows up into a storm, and give Scotland a battering. Ireland stays mainly free of that, bar some showers and spells of rain. The main strong winds with that stays offshore, and then that just clears off, and we get more low pressure running in off the Atlantic. And by mid-July, we're still westerly and unsettled. A bit warmer by then, though, I think. This is the ECM run. So you can see we're pulling in that front tonight, and tomorrow winds in from the Atlantic this weekend. Drier on Saturday, but more showery on Sunday. Monday sees winds go northerly, and the low pressure extend towards Scotland. And a little initially a feature forms to our west on Tuesday morning, but that spins up, and by Wednesday morning, that is a storm across the Isle of Man. Now that will bring very strong winds to the east of Ireland, and especially Wales, and that may even become a named storm if it if it verifies. Anyway, that moves off into Thursday, July 6th, and Friday, July 7th. An area of high pressure builds towards France and the Low Countries, and we put up the winds from the south, and that combines with low pressure in the Atlantic to possibly bring thunderstorms and very humid air into the weekend of July 8th and July 9th, and that will stay with us into July 9th, possibly going more westerly then, but I think that would be thundery if it verifies. The UK Met run is like this. So dragging in the winds from the west into Friday with humid air, spells of rain, clears up on Saturday, quite a dry day, but on Sunday gets showery. Monday sees the winds veer northerly, and we're going northerly by Tuesday, back westerly by Wednesday, and go a bit more southwesterly by Thursday. But all the while, low pressure is close to us. But by Thursday on this run, high pressure it's just ridging up from the Azores, quite tentatively, but is trying. The GEM run is like this. So today and tomorrow we see that front off the Atlantic bringing spells of rain, most frequent across the north and west, humid too. Going into July 1st and 2nd, start of July, we see quite cool and showery air coming in from the northwest. Winds veer more northerly, as we keep saying, into July 3rd and 4th, and that will bring possibly some fronts and showers across the country. Winds go northerly there on Tuesday, July 4th. Had this been the start of January, this would have been a real snowmaker. Just to say. And by the end of next week, winds are going more westerly or southwesterly, so temperatures will recover, but it will stay wet and windy. Look at all of that low pressure just waiting there. And we do get that area of high pressure towards the east, with winds more southerly there by the second weekend of July. So that's one to watch, I think. This is the Icon run then. So winds from the west tomorrow, bringing that humid air. Things drying off on Saturday and Sunday, with winds to more northwesterly. A few showers on Sunday, especially. Getting more widespread on Monday and Tuesday. Winds going more northerly, so getting colder as well. That little feature forms over England on Wednesday, blows up a storm in the North Sea, well away from us, but could give Denmark and Norway a battering. And finally, the Arpège is like this. This is the French run, so we go through this. So tomorrow we'll see like winds from the northwest and west, bringing that humid air. Saturday sees same wind direction, but some drier air, so sunnier. A few showers in the north. Sunday sees more widespread showers, and next week winds veer northerly, and we go quite unsettled. But this area of low pressure does form to our northwest, bringing in winds from more of a southwesterly, but with more rain. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the update, and bye for now.